Hi, this is Robert Radford, 50 years of chess. A few days ago I was playing a few games on Lichess and I came across a very good player. He beat me 2 out of 3, but this is the game I won. I was quite pleased to beat him because I think it might have been a young person on the way up, whereas I'm an old person on the way down. So let me show you the game, see what you think. d4, c5, knight f3, knight takes, d5, knight c3, a6, knight back, e6. A lot of pawn movements from my opponent, nothing out yet. No pieces, first development. I got 3-1 so far. Knight a, knight queen. It's a 10-minute rapid play game, which I play quite a lot of on Lichess. I'm known as Shamgar on Lichess, Shamgar. If any of you are ever on Lichess and you happen to see that I'm on there, make a friend with me and then you can play me in games if you wish. I'd be more than happy to play you. I relocated my knight to d2 after being driven away from c3 back to b1. Castle, and now I can have a go at that bishop, have a little nibble with knight c4. Oh, he didn't move the bishop, he played b5. So I took. Glad to get that one out of the way. Bishop d2. Castle, rook c1. Bishop g4. h6. He took. I took. It's gone back. Now, one game I lost was on time, and the other one I was running out of time, and I blundered in a good position, so I did feel I owed him one. g3, king. That's because the reason he did that was because of bishop takes h6, but I can't play bishop takes 6 at the moment because the queen's on d6. But he doesn't want to have to keep his queen there all the time. So he did the right thing by moving the knight, moving the king, and then that frees him to be able to move his queen should he wish to. You have to remember as well, when you're playing chess, that though you have a piece covering a vital square, it's easy to forget and then move that piece away and then it's all over. Okay, so I pushed on to f4, he played f6, f takes e, f takes e, rook in the middle. So it's a very even game. I've got a plus 0.5, so I've got a little bit of an advantage at the moment. Rook back, we're just moving, some manoeuvring around here. Right, let's go. Check me. Right, so we're heading for an endgame, but I've got 2 bishops against the 2 knights. Can I make them count? It's very important that you get your king up as fast as you can up towards the centre, ahead of your pieces, and that you can stop your opponent's king from doing the same. He's got there first this time, but how can we deal with this? I've got the pawn covered with my bishop, so this knight can't take it. I was looking for a better square for his knight. At the moment there is nowhere. Now this is tricky because I have to be careful that I coordinate the king with his king at all times. So I'm just moving my bishop around. There you go. He made a move with his king away from the centre pawn. So he played knight back to c7. Pawn up. Now I'm getting up the board by doing that. Swapping off. He's coming up the Shazman now. I'm going up the board again on the other side. Once I get this side sorted out, I can concentrate. There we go. Now, this is one game for me. You may not understand or can see why, but Stockfish says so. It gives me a win in 26 moves. checkmate. Obviously I get a queen. So how does that come about? Swap the pawn. Ah, but you've gone over to the side, Rob. Yes, I have. But it's his move. He can't move any pawns. He has to move the king. So I will come off of that H file now with king g5. And it goes back up towards the centre, and I just play king g6. Now he has to move, and then I come in to f5. You see how I've zigzagged my way towards that pawn, and in the middle, and he can only protect it one more time, and that's it. He resigned because he has to move away, and once I take that pawn, I'm going to queen. And then that's at this stage it says a checkmate will be in 18 moves if it was Stockfish playing this game, not me, by the way. So anyway, let's just show you that. I'll quickly go back and just whip through it again so that I can show you that endgame, how we arrived at it, and how to play an endgame. I don't always get it right, of course, but on this occasion I got it exactly right. So this is where it starts to happen. But with my bishop, I'm able to get a good diagonal there, and that's where it helps. As I get this pawn off, he couldn't go queen to d6, which he'd like to have done. So he's keeping me out of g5 at the moment. Okay, let's just swap off there now. This is where I get a zugzwang on him in a moment. And this is it. Here's the zugzwang here, starting to take shape. I just get him to move away and then come in close. That's how you do it. One more time, and then he's lost. And that's how you do it with endgames, when you're after an isolated pawns, for instance, in the centre. If you remember the game I showed you with Peter Kitson, he did the same thing to me in the corner recently in the video I showed you. He demonstrated how to do it. So that's really interesting. Okay, hope this helped you. Look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.